Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, depending on where you are in the world today. Welcome back to New London by Night, our Vampire the Requiem 2nd edition chronicle. It is Tuesday, it is time for Vampire. Let me first apologize for the avatars not showing up. We had a Discord update. The avatars are held in Discord. They should update soon. If not, I'll try and fix it on the break. But without further ado, let us unmute the coterie and let's get into it. So consider yourselves unmuted there, the coterie, while I quickly...
That's a fucking mistake.
while I quickly update the now lives. I got one out before I had to start waffling.
Hello, everyone.
Should have made the intro longer.
Yeah, lessons learned. Next one.
Next one's going to be right in the middle. It's not going to be as long, not going to be as short. 2 minutes instead of
Johnny's
3.
like, hey, can you add all these things to the intros and the things? And I'm like, yeah.
It was just a text thing. That's all it was going to be. A green text and a red text. A simple, like, oh, this guy's an asshole, like, type of thing. But now you don't even get ideals and whatnot, so...
Before we do get into things, make sure to check out Sunday night's last episode of Curse of Strahd.
Yeah,
there was some twists and turns and shenanigans afoot in that.
Fuck, Tato. Don't listen to me ever.
Without spoiling it.
It wasn't just you. The entire table, including Johnny, said no, maximum effort. I'm not gonna...
It's hardcore. Make it
Hashtag just drought things.
When the entire table, including the DM, says fucking go for it, what do you want me to do?
Oh my gosh. That was a fun watch, though.
It was a rightfully hardcore ending to the hardcore campaign, I think is...
Did it get demonetized?
Are we going to get demonetized?
Yeah, how about... You said it was a hardcore ending. Did the video get demonetized?
Oh, no. No.
Not quite that hardcore. Yeah. It was pretty hardcore, though.
Well, I expect that.
Well, you know, we live so fucking far away from each other. There's only so much you can do. For what we had going on, it was appropriate level of hardcore.
It was great.
And it is certainly going to be a memorable ending.
Yeah.
It was really close up until the end, and then it wasn't anymore.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys were all good sports about it. That's my thing.
At the end of the day, for me, it was the last session. Shit was going to go down one way or the other, and that was not a way that I was expecting. I don't think anyone was expecting that, actually.
Yeah. Nope.
Someone was going to die. Someone else guaranteed it.
I knew you and Sammy were going to be good sports. I was worried about Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. In the moment, Sammy was a bit like biting her teeth a little bit, and then afterwards she was like, "That was really well played." So, yeah.
Quincy Allen, get your butt back on that couch.
That's right, boy. Get up there. Anyways, D&D's fun, but we got some vampire, right? So
yeah.
Vampire into vampire.
One moment, I have to body slam a toddler.
Okay.
Yes.
Probably we're gonna have to do Decora.
I mean, she's a vampire equivalent of a toddler, right? Like,
yeah, basically.
Jeez,
get our little leash thing.
Yep. Like a backpack with a little toddler.
Yeah. Whoa.
It has to be like, you know those animal backpacks they put on kids? It has to be a bat.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
all right.
Lucy's,
you can make it as cute as you want.
Lucy's
it's still
got a dinosaur
leash.
one, but yeah.
Talking about putting Cora on a leash. Or on a backpack leash.
Like a toddler backpack leash.
They're actually really useful. He has a backpack one and one that just goes between our wrists, and they're the best thing in the world.
They're so good.
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, no. I'd be kidding. Yep. They're awesome. Great.
Right. I am just moving my various things around. Let's do a quick recap of what you guys got up to last time. Oh, I know what I haven't done.
Music?
Yeah, I was just...
Oh, I gotta get a new aspiration. That's what I gotta do. Okay.
There you
I
go.
think
I
I do
admit I
too.
find aspirations hard.
I
I don't know
think,
why.
I think they get a bit easier the more you do them. Like, the more you familiarize yourself with the sort of shit you get up to in a session. But, yeah.
I always try to make a short-term one, like whatever our direct mission is, try to link it to that. Like, my new one's gonna be like, all right, we know it's Valkyrie fucking around, so now I either want to get a location for Valkyrie or the van. So, like, that's gonna be my short-term one, because that's our next objective, in theory.
Mhm.
Could be a
Fair.
curveball, but...
I think that last game I satisfied both my long and my short, but I had to leave because we needed to work on the RV for family.
All right, let's do the recap. Then let's do the housekeeping. I can't remember if I gave out a session beat to somebody last session, but I know that Cora got one in the community vote. So
Oh,
there you go.
thanks, guys.
Nice.
Did I message anyone with the thing? I think I got some messages.
I finally have 2 XP.
Go!
Yeah.
That's a
Finally.
fucking point! Let's go! Are you going to something else?
I
I
think
have
I'll
to
have 2 XP this session
sit
too.
down.
Okay.
I think I fulfilled my long term last session too, actually.
If I did not tell you this, Lime, you got the session vote from the table. Although now that you've shaved, I think we should redact that and give it to somebody else. All right, let's very quickly go through it, and then we'll do all the housekeeping stuff. Just remember those 2 at least. So you guys took the heads in the food truck, the blood. I can't remember what kind of truck. It was a truck that had like refrigeration. To Father Greene's personal sanctum, which, if memory serves, is called the library.
Yep, the library of scenes.
My notes are in my work bag, so I'll get that in a minute. You gave Macbeth a call, Wulfgang did, to basically say, hey, the really bad shit's going down. The prince needs to know. You're the only one that I know that's close enough to the prince to actually do something about this. And she made her way there. But you also then gave a call to Adrian Ward, the primogen in the Circle of the Crone, to be like, hey, we found some bad shit. The prince is probably going to be heading your way, or the representatives of the prince will be heading your way soon, just so you know.
Yeah, then he hung up.
He wasn't best pleased, but
He was like, fuck.
I was gonna tell him. I was gonna say, "Tell me where the fucking club was," and then he hung up. I was like, motherfucker! Like,
Macbeth turned up, and she was familiar with 4 of the heads. You had 8, I think it was 8 heads. That sounds right.
Sounds right, yeah.
She basically said, "Hey, don't say a fucking word to anyone about this, or you're dead. And even though I'm going to take you to see the prince, you might still be dead, because that's how serious this is." Does Wulfgang ask her about a mist?
the college stuff. Sass wasn't here, so that's probably why it sounds a little confusing.
Yeah.
I wanted the intel on the team. This is where we got the Black Ops guys.
So the mist was like pepper spray.
Yep.
Essentially, that's why that threw me a little. I was like, the mist? What is it? But yeah, it was basically an aerosolized spray that does the memory wipe thing. Think Men in Black Neuralizer, but in scush form. And Macbeth apparently is a bit of a conspiracy buff.
Yay.
You told her about Valkyrie, and she basically started... I think she rolled a crit, or nearly rolled a crit. Like, it was one or the other. It was like 4 successes or 5 successes, one of the two. And basically laid out that they're a Black Ops operation. As far as she knows, like, nothing is concrete. It's Black Ops, you don't know for certain. But
right.
They have access to things that regular people do not. They're known as hunters. Essentially, they are normies, humans, people without powers or abilities, or are part of the supernatural world that are aware of it and have access to things that help deal with undead things as a result. They usually have very specialized weapons depending on what they're targeting. So there could be very specific weapons that they have that are tailored towards dealing with vamps, Kindred. They operate in cells, small cells, maybe no more than half a dozen. And she has heard of the spray, pretty rare. And they have access to various other different types, like bleeder ammunition, certain restraints that are tailored towards you guys, that kind of thing. But she doesn't know where they would be. You then get taken to see the prince, Mary, Queen Mary, sometimes known to some. Wulfgang and Edith divulged what you found out with their heads. You know, one of them spoke, then went back into torpor. There was some back and forth, and then you essentially were on Mary's good side. She allowed you to keep your heads on the proviso that this doesn't go any further. They handle it, and you deal with what you're dealing with, and then maybe she'll bring you back in to look into this further. But in order to also keep you a bit sweet, she was like, hey, you guys can have some stuff. And also, there's this riverfront property that's just become available. By that, I mean, go deal with the people that are living there and you can have it. Kind of thing. So you... there was also... there was also the allocation of a sponsor for your little murder addict, Aura.
Murder Doll has a home.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So essentially, yeah, you the argument was made by Father Greene that you should have somebody of Mary's line to be responsible for you, basically, because your sire is AWOL. And you were allocated somebody called Jester. Haven't met them yet. You went off to your New Haven, big, very, very expensive, $6 or $7 million waterfront property, where there was a bit of a frat party going on. And yeah, you guys cleared some of them out. You had something to eat, killed somebody, and I think you turned somebody as well, or at least partially fed them. And we're going to deal with the aftermath like the next evening, which would be your morning after, in a moment. But that's pretty much where we ended up last session. So that's done. Let's move. Chat's been chat's been busy. I haven't even seen the chat yet. Hi guys. So pre-session admin, you all get a beat for turning up. Congratulations. Lime, you got a beat from last session thanks to the table. And Tato, you got a beat from last session thanks to the community. Thank you guys.
Love you guys.
Just a casual reminder for the YouTube viewers, please do the like, share, subscribes, and you guys can comment below, not in the chat, but in the comment below, who you think should earn a beat from the session. Lime, I think you need to wipe your camera. Focus it.
That or he's actually found God.
Right. It's got that kind of like mild condensation on it that's like as if you've been breathing on it. I don't know.
I kind of fully expected him just like that.
That might be why it's smudged.
So, there you go. Look at that. Oh, you've shaved. Right, so
that's my face.
Aspirations. Let's quick round table. Who has completed aspirations? Johnny, you are first on my video roulette.
Yeah, I wanted more information about Valkyrie, so I completed that one last time.
Okay.
And now I'm up in the game. I want to find either where they have been, where they are, or where that van is. Like that's my next main objective.
Okay. So you get your beat for completing one.
Yeah.
And then putting your new one in. Lime, you're next.
I already started mine, but mine was to learn a secret and to feed someone my blood.
Okay. And those were your short terms?
Correct.
I think it doesn't matter if it's short or long. You think you get a beat.
My long term is to make an
army.
Just the one.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got, and then I've made some new ones.
Okay.
I don't know if you need to know what they are.
Yeah, it would be useful.
I got learn a secret and teach one of my coterie something.
Okay. So yeah, you get your beats for the completions, 1 per, and
I spent some merits as well.
oh, you pick up. What'd you pick up?
Yeah, I transferred the honeypot thing as we discussed.
Oh yeah,
it wasn't going to work at all. I turned that into having the familiar, having the ghoul. Sorry, I forgot what it's called. And I increased my coil.
Ooh.
And now everybody wants to drake him like a Capri Sun pouch.
And so the second step is basically, you know, the whole blood bond stuff. Is it blood bond? The one where you can like sense people.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That are your kin and all that. That works with my goals now as well.
Oh yeah, it just goes up a step as well, right, for everyone else.
Yeah, so my goals basically, yeah, and for everyone else it goes up, so it's a lot stronger. And the goals can kind of have sympathy. That's the sympathy.
Yep. All right, Sass.
I don't remember what short term that I ticked off was, because I already deleted it. But I'm pretty sure I completed my long term, which was to find a way to ensure my sire can't claim ownership with me. But now I have protection under the prince.
Yeah, I'd say you're definitely in the prince's good graces.
Then they've said that should they come around, they will take care of it.
Yeah, I'd say that's good. Like, because a long term doesn't necessarily have to be like a crazy number of sessions. It could be like a handful and done. So have a think about a new one for that. But yeah, definitely take a beat for that. That's good. All right, Tato, you're next.
Yes. Cleared out one that was learn more about vampiric society. I've already done that.
Okay.
I need to put a new one in there. I haven't done that yet.
Okay.
But per the comment suggestions actually on the last one, I took, now that I've got 2 XP, I've taken 2 dots in the mentor merit to represent
yeah,
Jester.
Yep. Okay, cool.
So I don't know what skills they have, but it says to pick 3. So just I
feel like not Lime, but I feel like Zane should set those 3 for you.
Blue skin,
Alternative.
good with lollipops, and whatever else she does.
Rainbows.
Alternatively, you can substitute resources for one of the skills.
Okay.
But yeah, I figured I'd just sit back on that one.
Do you need resources when you got a $9 million house? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just, you know, it's just.
I still think she's the one that would take combat proficiency corpse.
Right. Let me find her on this sheet. All right. I'll let you know about those.
No worries.
2 seconds. Baby, could you go get my A4 note?
Same.
I feel like Rudolph. Do 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 do.
You're like Rudolph.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. All right, I'll get back to you on that one. And
No worries at all.
last but not least, Brad.
Hi. I think I managed to nail both of them.
Okay.
The short was a while back. Sass had threatened Father Greene for the utilization of his true dominion, basically dominate.
Put in the book. Yep.
Yeah. And when we were talking to the sheriff, being one of the only person with knowledge on the 7 and not saying a damn thing, she spoke up. So now the sheriff is aware that she is loose-lipped and willing to talk about verboten subjects, specifically one that can get people killed. So I'm going to count that as a minor social inconvenience for a minor social threat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. I hear your argument on that. I'm good with that.
Okay. And the long-term one was to get lore on the taming of the beast, Glauconda. And I think I've tapped into one of the highest forces that there are available for that, the prince themselves.
But of course.
Yep.
It's like playing D&D and some wizards like, oh, by the way, I need
It's
this
like
really
playing
obscure random thing that I read in a book.
It's like playing D&D with Brad. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to need like 4 gold, and you can't ask why.
I like how he's really not a bad person, but is making all of these enemies.
Yeah, I think that's good too.
Okay.
So yeah, that being said, take your beats for the ones you've achieved, and obviously for those of you who've already said you've picked up some stuff, is anyone else now able to grab things, or are you saving?
I'm gonna
I
wait
got
one more
2
point.
XP and I forgot what I can
One
do.
beat. Brad, you take 2 short-term aspirations. I don't know if you were taking 2 or not.
I only took 1.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2,
You're
right?
supposed to have 3 total, 1 long, 2
Yeah.
short.
That's
Okay.
probably why you were a little bit behind with the beats and shit.
I'll do my best, guys.
He's okay.
Well,
We are
long
all
as you can.
learning as we go,
Mhm.
so
Zhang,
yes.
does this count as part of my turf too? Because when I'm protecting my turf, I get an extra one of those discipline points. So-
This is officially now your turf. You are
Okay.
paying rent on it.
That's right. Yep, 25, right? Or 20? How much was it? Shit.
20 collectively. You're all responsible
Oh,
for
that's
that.
so expensive. Okay.
Wolfgang can explain how that works.
Yeah, yes, he can. You will not be happy to explain it, but yeah.
This is going in the Discord chat for your benefit.
Yeah, I've already found it.
Okay, cool.
Can you store Vita? Oh, yeah.
Can you what now?
I was going to ask if you could store Vitae, but Brad actually explained that last session. Brad can store Vitae.
Yeah,
But,
it just takes time.
Yep. Okay. Right. And remind me, what did you need to know from your mentor? I found bits.
3 skills.
Yeah, I think it's 3 skills or something. 3 skills of your
Mhm.
choice.
3 skills.
That you can
All
Yeah,
right, so
3 skills.
3 best skills, maybe? I don't know.
get help with, because Charlotte had mentor.
Okay. So I'm going to say any of the skills that she's got 3 dots or more in, double check. Got more than 3, otherwise it's just be those 3. Definitely got more than. Okay, I need you to make a note of these for me. So, politics, cult, medicine, investigation, survival, stealth, and brawl. So those are the ones you can pick from.
Sounds good.
I think that makes sense. If you want to know the ones she's really good in, it's survival, politics. Yeah, survival and politics are kind of her random areas of beast expertise, I guess would be maybe the way to phrase that. But the others are all 3 or above, so those would be fine.
Wonderful.
So I believe there was also something about grave dirt needing to be in place for
Yeah, I'll be
Edith.
making my own little grave here at the new place.
Yep. There might be like a really old kind of, what do you call them? Pergola out the back. You could like dig up underneath and That's what they're doing, like Dexter and stuff, isn't it? Right? You find the bodies under the pergola. But yeah, you'd be able to do that. But it will be.
Isn't that Jessica Jones?
Was also in Jessica Jones, I believe. Yeah.
And Emmerdale and EastEnders.
Yeah, it's a common trope, right? Like, oh, you've got a new feature out in the garden. I wonder what you could have had that for.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me move that out of the way. Oh. So, is there going to be anything you guys want to do other than pick a room and essentially sleep for the night after your feasting? Were any of you disappearing off back to your own havens and not staying here?
I don't really try to imagine how it would work, but essentially, when she's calmed down, I tell
Alright.
my ghoul.
Oh, your ghoul. Okay, yep.
What's her name? I forgot. I wrote it down.
Glad you did. I think I marked it off. Okay.
I think I wrote it down on the merit and then got rid of the merit when I was moving.
Perez, I believe. India Perez. The
India.
lab tech.
Yeah, the lab.
There you go. See, I did make notes.
That's right. She cleaned the stuff up.
You did clean
Yeah,
up.
so once she's kind of. So, just like. It says when you feed them that I give her one of my disciplines. So I think. Celerity. So she's going to be under that effect. So I guess at first she'd be scared, but the actual power of the blood and that will start kicking in on her a little bit, right? And she'll be like really quick around the house, I imagine, because she's got celerity running through her. And basically, as long as I top her up every month, she has 1 dot in celerity as a human.
Okay.
And is obviously addicted to drinking the blood, and they just it describes it as like once a month they might start jonesing for it, kind of thing. Right?
Yep.
So once she's kind of a bit more understood what's going on, not as full on shock, I'll explain that she can go. And tell her to return in like 2 weeks or something. Like go back, do your normal stuff, get your head around things, and return.
Yeah.
To the mansion.
Okay. You'll give me some more.
We'll see.
She's gonna kind of bite her lip and be like, yeah, okay, yep. 2 weeks. Okay. Whip out her phone. You can see she's like scheduling it in her calendar. Do I have to worry about the sun or anything?
No, you should be fine. Just don't tell anyone about what's going on, otherwise you will die. And otherwise you're good. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I might need your skills in the future.
Yeah, okay, yep, I can do that. Just, here's my number.
Okay, here's mine. If you need help, let me know.
Yeah.
If you're in danger, let me know.
She would be able to, like, you'd know she was in danger, right? Because of your blood thing?
If she's in the city.
Yeah. Okay. But she
Funny
doesn't.
enough, she also knows when I'm in danger. It goes both ways.
Okay. Yeah, she won't know what that is until she suddenly starts going, oh my god, what is this? Like, intense
panic attack out of nowhere.
paranoia. Yeah, right? Like, oh.
After a while, you're going to get a text message that just says, stop.
What are you doing? Alright. So, in that case, I will assume it is the following day. What few partygoers remained clear out during the day, leaving you guys assumedly passed out in various rooms. They think you victims of the party. Little do they know it's potentially around for some people. Following evening, you will all collectively rise amidst your new luxury accommodations. This massive, semi-modern mansion. That makes sense. So you'll convene. There will be, like, if any of you are interested, the fridge will have loads of, like, regular food. There'll be, like, leftover pizza in there, beverages of the alcoholic persuasion, but more party flavor than sophisticated, except for the wine cellar downstairs, which you will find has a very kind of modern glass, like toughened glass kind of room with the wine inside. Not just wine, champagne, like expensive vintages.
We will need to get
Like-
that swapped out.
Yeah, that's normal. Like wine, we can't drink, right?
Oh, well, you can.
Without blush of life.
Which, yeah, exactly.
We need to use Vitae to, yeah.
Right, that's cool. I'm actually kind of curious, like, if I would know the price on these things, because, yeah, I'm with you. Let's swap them out. Let's see if we can't sell them. Fuck it.
Okay, I mean, it's quite well stocked. I mean, this is a very expensive
Right, yeah.
mansion.
I know a little bit about booze and stuff from my job, I think.
Sure. Let's
What kind of Dr. Pepper is that?
0 sugar.
Ah, didn't recognize that.
I really like the zero sugar Dr. Pepper.
The sugar, man, just your teeth are wrecked.
Yep.
Mouth is wrecked, my stomach's wrecked, just I cannot do it.
I can't really do sugar full stop anymore, so the sugar free
Right,
is
fair,
good,
yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, tastes fine to me.
Tea and water, that's all I drink.
It's a good choice.
Okay, let's have a think. You're gonna try and flog some stuff. Where would you want to go to? And how would you want to sell it? Like, what are you going to look into? Obviously, you've got your clubs and stuff that you're...
Right.
But
quite a few of the
might
clubs
not.
do. Yeah, I actually...
You probably sell it to the clubs, I imagine.
We could sell it directly to the clubs, but I'm also thinking if we just want to bulk sell it, maybe we call up Lilybell and see if he wants to do something with it. See if we can make a trade for something that we actually can drink. And maybe make a little bit of cash. I don't know if he actually deals with humans. That's the only thing.
You did go to his warehouse, and you did see
Yeah.
that he does have, like, regular human supplied stuff,
Okay.
as well as his other supplies, essentially to help maintain the legitimacy of the business, so to speak.
Makes sense.
But yeah, you'll have his number.
I think I want to see him in person though, because I do want to talk to him about Valkyrie, or well, if he's been selling anything of those weapon variety has come through, or he has sold it. So, yeah, I think. Well, what are we doing actually? What's the plan for this evening?
Question.
What is the plan?
My
There's a
understanding, I
couple
had
ways
spent
we could go.
the previous night securing the heads transferred to the sheriff's custody. Unless I'm wrong.
We could continue on our
They're-
search for what's his name?
Thomas
Adrian?
Francis.
Francis. That's it. Thomas Francis.
So we still need
I-
to get into
The Abyss.
the Abyss. Or we could go to what is the Crimson Lounge?
Yeah. Thing is, we don't even know if Francis is alive still. And I don't think we didn't really have another lead or anything on him, did we? Because we didn't find the letter or anything, or his phone or anything like that.
Right.
Nope.
So
But
Cora's dead.
You know that You know that Francis has, thank you, has gone missing, at least. You know that he likely has the invitation that you guys received on his person. Or at least he had it on his person at the time he was kidnapped, because it wasn't...
He didn't show up either, which also lends me... That would make me believe even more he's probably dead. So I say we just hit the Crimson Lounge. It's the last of the clubs that we can get to currently. And it's... Where is that one?
Did you not already do the Crimson Lounge?
I think we have one left.
Yeah, you've got the Abyss.
Was it just the Abyss?
I think so.
Even Vale is in Carthian territory.
Yes.
We've been to Nocturne. We've been to Blood Moon Tavern.
Yes. Didn't get to the Abyss, and then there was one more. There's 5, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was, yeah. Or maybe you didn't go to the Crimson Lounge. Maybe...
We went to the Blood Moon Tavern.
Yeah. Okay.
Where is the Crimson Lounge?
Crimson Lounge is down in Lancashire
Perfect.
territory.
That's close anyways.
They're somewhat close, yep. You've got the Blackfriars tube station nearby. But yeah, that's near the library. So that's Father Greene's turf, basically.
Cool. All right. That's what I got. I would like to go see Lilybell. See if we can get a little bit more info on Valkyrie. I don't know if he'll spill the beans or not. Also see price for this wine and champagne. And then we'll hit another club and see if maybe we can get... This is basically the last spot we got, so hopefully we can get a lead.
Fine with that.
Excellent.
Yeah, you haven't been to the Crimson Lounge, definitely. Haven't told you. My bad. Okay.
While
So
we're talking about this, is that ghoul still around that the professor made, or is she gone?
well, he did have a conversation with her, so I don't know if that happened before you went to sleep for the day or after.
Just whenever she calmed down, probably before I went to sleep.
I mean, you could have seen her on the way out.
Unless Sass needs me to change that, I don't mind.
I mean, if you talked to her before you went to sleep, I wouldn't even know she exists if she is already gone, so.
Okay. Where first?
Lilybell.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of in the same area, if I recall. Blood Bar.
If anybody wants... I know some people don't like them, so if anybody wants to stay outside, I understand.
I'm happy to be there so long as I can get absolutely.
No, you need to come because we have the code word, so...
Can we verify that the heads have been transferred in ownership?
You wanted them taken
In the
out of the
possession.
library, or...
In the possession of whoever Johnny wants to have them, as long as they're out of my place.
Okay.
If you want them to stay there, that's awesome. But remember, that's a bunch of Invictus heads in the KN Sanctum territory. I can only keep my mouth shut for so long.
Right.
So if you want to put them into the ownership and care of the prince, awesome.
Yeah, I'm not... Yeah. I want no responsibility for these, to be straight up, so that's why I reported it. So, yes.
The only mouthpiece we have.
Right. If they are safe to move, I mean, I'd leave it up to the sheriff and the prince, obviously, but if we have to
already
keep...
got the means to move them.
Yeah.
I mean, you got them there, right? So
then
I guess we would have asked, what do you want us to do with the heads? I guess we just forgot.
If the vibe is that you don't want them there, Macbeth will tell you that they've already been dealt with.
Perfect.
That just...
It's probably safer that way. Yeah, it's just safer that way.
I have no preference whatsoever. I just want to make sure that the issue is resolved. So no, take them out. It's not our responsibility if they're not in your place. If they are, it is our responsibility. So, let someone else deal with that. Then we're good.
Also, I don't want any of your workers to, see something and get their head ripped off. So
It's the temptation, right? If you remove the
yeah,
temptation,
I
shit
mean, I don't know.
happens, okay.
Your consideration is appreciated.
All right. So, you jumping on the tube, or are you making use of the driver?
Oh, how you feeling?
I mean, she hasn't driven for us, right? Not yet. So
Not yet.
let's see. Let's see, right?
Whilst you're at the house, I'm assuming you've obviously found the stuff downstairs. Are you exploring any other areas of the house before you?
That's a good point. Let's check out our new house.
Just asking. Essentially how this is going to work is that there are going to be 6 main bedrooms that you can just decide.
Have we dealt with the owners?
The people who were there, yes.
Okay.
They were not the owners, but we're told that that's been handled.
Oh, right. Okay.
So the owners would be Mummy and Daddy, and the people having the party would be the frat boys of dead Mummy and Daddy, who I believe are now gone. So
I haven't blessed the group of state yet, have I?
haven't.
I'm gonna have to bless it.
Let's investigate the house some. See if we can't find any more valuables or whatever. I don't know.
And then Lilibel.
Yes.
Yes. Well, we'll call your driver up and we'll see how good she is.
I think she's been pretty yoked out ever since she got the bonus from, ghouldom.
I think it was a 5 is what I recall. So it was like, shit, okay.
Oh yeah, she's a 5 driver, but just being a ghoul makes them stronger and tougher combined. So
Nice.
You give them the healing.
Yep.
Have your own little army. It's so fun.
I'm Catholic. We had an army to begin with.
Sure. All right.
Stares in Greek Orthodox.
Search your feelings.
I remember zebra stripe gum. Man. Talk about sugar. Talk about sugar.
Where did that come from?
Fruit stripes.
Yeah, I remember the gum that loses its flavor after the third chew.
Yes, exactly. But it was so good.
1, 2, Elmer's glue.
I do.
Yep.
I remember fruit stripe. I remember the ones that came in Band-Aid tins too.
I don't know if I remember that one. Yeah.
You don't remember the Band-Aid gum? Hold on.
Y'all want to stick the gum for a quarter?
The tin seems familiar for some reason, but I don't know.
It was Wubba Bubba.
Zebra gum?
Gum out.
Is that what you said?
It's the zebra stripe or some shit. Yeah.
This one.
They must be doing something right. It's still for sale.
Oh, the ouch or the stripes?
Oh, stripes.
Okay.
Now, yes, I do remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, the Band-Aid gum.
God, wildness.
Candy cigarettes.
Yep.
Candy cigarettes are actually good though.
They're really good. Like, if you can sit there with one in your mouth acting like you're smoking a cigarette, kudos, because I'm eating that motherfucker.
Just realized I was muted this entire time.
It's
God
like
damn it.
so sugary, but oh my god.
Josh and I have this argument over whether candy cigarettes taste like Pepto-Bismol or menthol. Pepto-Bismol tastes like candy cigarettes to me.
That's probably just because of the chalky sugar. It's made from the same compound as Altoids, called Pastilage. I think the flavors changed though. Sometimes there was like a bubblegum flavor. Some of them you could find that actually had like a chocolate flavor, which was wild.
Specialization, knowledge, confection.
If you put
Thank
one
you
in
for
water,
this.
would it
Thank you
bubble
for
up?
this, Johnny.
Yeah, it's good. I figured Zhang was looking something up, so I was just like,
I
"All right,
am. I'm just letting you guys.
let's just rip on it for a second. Yeah.
Saying
yeah,
something,
it's-
hey, what about Smarties, huh?
Yeah, your
I love
Pepto-Bismol
Smarties.
issue is
I love
probably
Smarties.
because of the chalky sugar.
I will crush Smarties and then eat the powder.
Dude, these are so.
And I do like those Necco wafers. Those are really good too.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I was thinking about the other day how I thought green ketchup was so stupid, and then
What
I
is it, yeah?
realized you don't see green ketchup anymore. Y'all remember when they tried green and purple ketchup and whatnot? It's
Yeah,
just like,
they often do it around Halloween as well.
oh, jeez.
Halloween and Christmas.
Do they still do it?
Definitely saw
know.
it here last year. But I'm not sure.
Halloween especially, I feel like.
It's just a kid's
Mhm.
gimmick, right?
Straight up clouded,
What-
yeah, of course.
Uh,
Guys,
sorry, I was just double checking. So you guys figure out what you want to do room wise, where you want your rooms to be. There are 6 bedrooms.
I want a room that's like I could look to the river type dealio. That's what I want. On whatever the highest floor is.
Man, somebody did not plan well when they named this either. Jesus, they were called Heinz Easy Squirt.
Oh, wow.
I-
So innocent. So naive.
Somebody did not plan this in
I mean, we have
marketing,
plans to
dog.
wait agreement as Rich. Let's
Or maybe
we're-
they
we're
actually
used to-
planned it and then just went over way too many people's heads.
God. Bro.
Easy.
Yeah.
Oh God, when the
Within,
Z,
like,
the
early
Z
2000s,
era.
so, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, the 90s were a wild time.
They sure were.
I'm waiting for 90s 2.0.
Might get it.
I've just looked at the thing you linked me from last session for the house. It too has like a really big wine cellar. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
It was just happy coincidence.
Yeah,
I just
threw that in there
assumed
for fun 'cause I found it.
expensive fucking house is gonna have a wine cellar, right? Is a thing. You know where it's about. Okay.
Yeah.
Body slam.
So the way the house is positioned, you're going to get at least 4 of the bedrooms on the upper floor are going to have a view of the river. It's kind of at an angle where you'll benefit from that. One of the
Excellent.
rooms upstairs has it does not have river access and kind of looks back over like the gardens and that kind of stuff.
I'll have that one.
And then there'll be like
I love the worst room.
there'll be a room downstairs, like a lower room, but it'll be bigger, but it just doesn't have the views.
I'll take that one.
And yeah, feel free that we can decorate it up however you want to. It's not a problem. There is a big garage.
Get that sent out.
It's like a double garage. So,
Oh, do we get a car too when we steal this house?
well, there is 2 cars currently in the double garage. So
Sick.
by double garage, I mean there's like a double garage door and a double garage door, and there's 2 cars, 2 spaces essentially. One of them is, and this is what I was looking up, is a Genesis GV80, which is a luxury 6-seater. I can't remember what type of car it's called.
SUV.
Thank you. It's an SUV, but
So
it's fancy. And the other one you'll probably be familiar with is a Phantom of the Rolls-Royce Persuasion.
What year?
does it have umbrellas in the doors? That's all I care about.
2020.
Okay. I was like, if that was about to be vintage, I was going to cry.
The SUV is a 6-seater. The Rolls-Royce is 5.
We'll let the driver take the 6-seater out for a spin, so we can all
Right?
fit.
Lord.
We'll leave the rolls. Yeah, that's the emergency fund right there. Like if we need some extra cash, or if we need to look really stylish.
Showing off. If we're
Yeah,
rocking it to a party.
yeah. Like next time we go see the freaking prince, this is what we're rolling up in. Type of deal.
Roll up in the roll.
Yeah.
The fact that the 2020 Phantom cost like $600,000.
Mhm. My drive point is 0, by the way, so I'm not touching either of these things. They're too
One
fancy.
point and drive.
Mm.
Just one. I don't know if I would trust myself with them though.
The speed just boom, whoa, yep, and that's it. Our Phantom's done.
I mean, that or something gets launched into the car, like...
Yep.
Right, that could happen.
Son of a bitch.
Alright, so, you will... if someone wants to make a note of those two, by the way, in the game chat and on Discord or something, that would be helpful.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
The 2 vehicles, make a note of those for me in the Discord.
Roger Dodger.
Great. But yeah, you'll be able to make your way. Is everyone going to Lilybell's?
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to use the restroom real quick though.
Yeah, that's a good
BRB.
plan. We can take a quick break. That works.
There we go.
Alright, we'll pop up the old intermissions. And I'll be right back also. Please, just comment, etc.
No. Brad intensifies. No.
As a player, am not a car person, so this shit makes no fucking deal to me.
I didn't give a shit until he said Phantom. I was like, luxury SUV, okay. And one's a Phantom.
At most, I miss my Grand Prix. That's really all it is for me.
Yeah. One car I wish. I don't remember what year it was. I have to figure it out.
From a distance, it looks like that is not a cigar in Lily Bill's mouth, and like it's a turd or something.
Sorry about that. I had to refill a prescription before they closed.
Oh, no problem.
No worries. We're on a break right now. We got cars.
A break.
Yeah, we got cars, Brad.
We have cars.
Cars, a Genesis GV80, 6-seater
So-
luxury SUV.
I would very much appreciate if we could blindfold the driver, take her into the garage, and then rip the blindfold off and let her just have her way.
Yeah, so we have that. We also have a 2020 Phantom. Only 5-seat in that one, but it's a Phantom, Brad.
I know. It's the one. It's the only car where like that bitch has got double D's. What the fuck?
Fucking $600,000 Phantom. God damn it.
I would very much like to surprise the driver.
100%.
Does the driver know we're vampires?
She understands because she's a ghoul, but she's very new.
Okay.
A lot of that going round.
No one knew that.
She has a mediocre amount of faith, and she's a tier 5 driver. Yeah, I'm fucking nailing that one to the wall. We're gonna keep that one.
All right, bro.
Jesus. Literally.
That was nailed.
Sorry. Bad nail joke.
Hey, it's all about the DIY set.
Hmm.
Oh, Lily.
I hate this guy. I hate him so much. Which we're supposed to.
Yep. He's not He's not supposed to be liked. No.
It's just supposed to be depended on.
Depended. That's also a stretch.
Mm,
He is reliable.
not from the bars.
He's a resource.
Yeah.
Capability and likability are not necessarily part of the same metric.
Mm.
Fuck, when did pizza get back here?
Pizza?
Noodle.
Oh.
Sorry, you're talking about noodles.
When did Noodle get back in this party?
Yeah, be perfectly fine.
Sorry, I couldn't remember his actual name. I just remember I fucking bullied him by calling him a bunch of different pastas.
Oh yeah, the one who called you Taser Me Elmo.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, yeah, he's perfectly fine up there, part of New Jersey, though, part of the area.
I heard the barest undertone of him, and I was like, wait a minute, where the fuck is he?
Yeah, I've been getting on that vocal kick lately. I remember last time. You remember Apollo?
Yeah.
I'm doing a Fae-based character, and he signed on to be a Archfey Warlock, using my character as a patron. So I kind of put my hand on his head and went, "Whom do you serve?"
Lamau.
That one. Also did Kronk from Emperor's New Groove lately.
You know he's
God.
actually a really good metal singer?
Oh, I did not know
believe
that.
it.
Hold on, I got this. Oh god, what is the band? Burn the Ballroom, and he did a feature on one of their songs called Goddess of the Rain.
Yeah, down there. Nice metal singer.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Patrick Warburton. There's no actual video for it, but I'll just send you the remaster. There we go. Well, not really metal. It's more oh god, what's it giving? What's it giving? What's it giving?
The fuck you say?
I can't think of what it's fucking reminding me of. And now it's gonna drive me crazy. Jesse Bolt. That kind of vibe. What does that count as?
He has a smoking jacket.
What genre is that? It's...
I am not sure. I cannot listen to that until stream is done, so can't.
No, you're good. More on it.
The avatars, because we switched out the window, will be blank for a little bit. It'll come back. Discord did an update. It just means things are going to be really slow on Streamlabs for the updating. It happens. They break something in the background for third-party stuff, and then eventually they're fixing it as well. So everyone is making their way to making their way to Lilybells, and they are using the one of the new acquisitions. You're off in the GB80. Very fancy.
With a new driver, so 2 new acquisitions.
True that. The interior of this car is like fancier than probably most of you have seen or lived in previously. Like, it is clear that money has been spent on this. Full soft leather interior, nice tan kind of coloring. What else do you have? Like not marble finished, walnut finished dash, all the fancy things you'd find in cars. I say modern cars for us. This car's kind of like, it's nearly pushing kind of 8-10 years old now. So, alright, for us. But you make your way to Lilybells. He will be available Which yeah, that's cool. So he'll be there. He will have fat cigar in hand. You'll be ushered up the fancy stairs towards the back office and welcomed in as before. He will drum his fat fingers on the desk.
Yep. I will walk on up. Say, howdy. Good to see you again. Two things. First off, my companions and me just inherited a large sum of wine that we can't drink. Fancy wine, high-class wine. And I thought, that seems like something good old Lilybell might be able to sell to someone. So we were thinking maybe we could do some sort of trade. Wine that we can drink. You take the wine.
He'll go back and forth with you for list of vintage, age.
Or he can send this is the address. Send someone if they say it's good, we can go through the deal type of deal. That's what I was thinking. But yeah, that works too.
He'll be like, oh yeah, I think I can manage it.
Great. And I will hold a hand out to shake his when he says that.
Before he shakes you, depends on quality and quantity, of course.
Of course.
I will agree to exchange a like-for-like amount of liquor to restock your suppliers. And if, on the off chance, you have something of an exceptional vintage, I might be able to throw some... Oh, what do they call it? Throw some Benjamins your way.
Good, great. I love the sound of that. Yeah. More Benjamins, the better.
And he will then grasp your hand with his fat, pudgy fingers. Shake on it.
Hey,
if that was number one on your agenda.
Right. So as you might recall, we are currently investigating the missing Kindred. Still got one more spot to check, but we did stumble upon something that was interesting. And really, I'm just looking for a thread to tug on at this point. But I'm going to basically tell him about, Valkyrie and the weapons and just seeing if he has had any dealings or had any deliveries to any spots. Because at this point, I'm pretty, it's obvious, right? We saw them literally cap someone. So I was like, it's these guys. We need to find them.
Okay.
And if I have to, I'll say this, I am owed a favor from the sheriff. If I have to give that to you for the information, I will do that.
You'll see his eyes kind of twinkle, light up at this point.
And just to put that in, I got this thing. So friends in high places, basically, and it's what it does is I can get through a social door. But yeah, so within reason, I'll make sure he knows that.
Because you've got one status, right? So you get.
Yes, I've only got one. Yep.
Okay. So you're offering up a potential favor. You have this, what merit is that? What is? Yeah, it's a merit.
Oh, that is a merit. Yes. Yeah. That is friends in high places.
Be 2. Roll me as well a manipulation persuasion roll.
Sure.
I don't know if there's anything I can do to help you with that.
I do have striking looks. Don't know if that's coming into play here or not, but
Not striking
Unless you-
looks, but status, perhaps.
Yeah, unless you look like a muffin.
right. I look too good. Yes. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and use my new Dynasty member perk, and I can call basically whatever the prince's persuasion is. I can roll that as my persuasion.
Oh. Okay.
Prince's persuasion is violence.
Well, mine's 3, so I'm thinking it's probably a little bit better. That's why I wanted into the Dynasty. I can do this like once a week, I think it is. So, yeah.
And it's based on her persuasion number? Okay.
Yes. I can do it for one of the basically one of the social skills. I can take their points for this roll.
She's at 5.
That's what I thought. Wonderful. All right. There's already 2 from the other thing.
Manipulation. Those are your doors. So you've got 2 doors covered by your offer of and your merit usage. So this is essentially for your 3rd door. To roll manipulation plus persuasion plus whatever else you want to try and tack on.
I'm not really a salesman or anything like that, so that's fine.
You can also use willpower.
Sure, yeah. I actually haven't done that yet, so you know what? Yeah. Like, what is it? Like 1 for 1 will, or 1 for 1 more roll, or
one willpower gives you 3 more.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll do that. Excellent. Success is wonderful.
Which ones was it on? Oh, it was. Oh, one of them was one of the last. Okay, that helped. So you were looking for information on Valkyrie or a thread that you could potentially pull on that might be linked to it.
Yes. My ultimate goal is to find a safe house of theirs or something, even if they're not there anymore.
Do you tell him anything about what you know about Valkyrie or like the van? Or
yeah, no,
that
like
stuff. Like, what do you share with him?
I'm dropping it all. Because if they're looking for high end equipment, I assume he's a guy who might be able to get it for them. So that's why I'm like this is the spray, the weapons, the customized rounds. Like these are very unique orders. I would assume something that would stick out. And I'll tell him about the van, but nothing really stood out about that from what I recall.
He's gonna take a long drag on his cigar and be like, "Take your favor. And whilst this might not be directly linked, it's certainly something that's a little bit unusual. See, there is a branch of... a moment, let me go check quickly. I've put it on us. I think it's ACOM. Off the top of my head. Yeah. I have heard mutterings of a unmarked van over at the ACOM Pharmatech plant over the river. Now, if I was a gambling man, and I am,
Me too.
that place is big
Me too.
enough you could easily lose something in, or allocate some resources to some government job. If that van's the one you're looking for, well, it sounds like they might be doing something a little bit suspicious. Other than that, I ain't got much else for you.
I think that'll do just fine. Thank you as always for your help, Lilybell.
Oh. Happy to provide a service.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be sure
I'll
to
have a
send
look.
some of the boys round to your gaff.
Great. You do that. I'm gonna look to the group bag. Anybody got anything they need to do here? Or are we good to go?
I'm good.
No, I'm just fine.
All right.
Did you happen to hear
Oh,
anything?
right. Yep.
I have not, as it goes. Though I have seen, or indirectly seen, old Fletcher poking his nose around in the slums. You find a lot of your type in that area, out of the way.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well,
Alright, easy.
he's gonna like take his cigar out and go. Your bloodline. Some of them like to keep out of the way given their afflictions. Not all of them are blessed with the charm that you have, or the lack of an outward disfigurement. God damn. Although I can see that your gift is equally quirky.
Okay.
I have a
You
question.
seen or met many of your kind?
I know these guys, and I know Viv, and I know whoever we've met in the process.
Some of them, some of them are a right pretty picture.
We'll discuss one other when we leave.
Okay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When he was talking about the Nosferatu, was his eyes iron sight on her, or does his eyes go to any other part of the room, even in a direction?
Oh, he was talking to her.
That was an aggressive throat clear, Johnny. Are you good?
I understand.
Yeah,
I'm just looking to see
I was gonna shit talk, but I'm not gonna.
Do it.
I'm just looking for any hint that there might be more Nosferatu in the room than we're aware of that he might be.
Oh, yeah, no. If there are, he's not aware of them. Would be the initial impression.
Understood.
You live quite close to like the slums area of the city, which is on the sort of the southwest green area, if you like, of the map. It's a little bit. There was some. Let's say there was some kind of natural disaster that affected that part of town a long time ago, and it's never quite been the same again. It's very run down. There are areas that are flooded, and there are a larger number of Nosferatu that hang out there in and amongst the regular kind of the hobos, right? The people who are incredibly poor or homeless, or it's kind of that vibe of an area, and they kind of fit in there because everyone's a bit of an outcast. That part of the.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
But there's also a couple of large what do you call them? Sewer outlets, like sewer overflows, like big open areas to kind of like the underground areas of the city as well, which again, they Nosferatu types kind of are drawn a little bit to that kind of environment, out of sight, etc. Although equally, some of them are bold as brass and don't give a fuck about what others think about them. Is that?
So are they like at all times piss off priest, or is it like might be able to introduce Cora to them?
Oh, no, there wouldn't be piss off priest kind of thing, but you're not entirely sure. It's almost cult like in that area with the Nosferatu. Like they don't necessarily are so bothered about covenants, or more what you are, not who you are. Kind of is the.
I like Cora. Right, we will put that away in our noodle for later.
Okay. Alrighty. So, you leaving? And if so, where to? Yeah, you probably get like a bit of a shiver down your spine as he's like, you're convinced that he's looking every one of you up and down as you're walking away.
I get the creep impression regardless of gender. Like he's just like,
oh yeah,
ogling everyone.
Oh yeah.
No, thank you.
Once we get back to the car, I'm gonna look to the group and be like, anybody know anything about this pharmaceutical company? I don't really know what
Hey Zhang, what do I know about this pharmaceutical company?
You can
They got any ties in with the school?
yeah, they probably sponsor like a bunch of courses to do with like the sciences. So there'd be like a sponsor of various different things. They probably give you like a scholarship to run. Some students would be able to apply for that. And what else would they cover? They'd also cover kind of like business-oriented subjects as well. So there'd definitely be a provider of grants, subsidies, and scholarships for that kind of stuff, which you would definitely be aware of. They'll also come in every now and then and be like, here's our fantastic company, come and work for us when you've graduated. Basically, yeah. They will look to poach the best and brightest to go work for them kind of vibe. Anything untoward or anything else would not be commonly known. But just as a reminder, ACOM is the merger of Microsoft and Amazon. They are the ones who will deliver, usually via drone, your Amazon order or your ACOM order. So they are one of the biggest companies in the world. You need it, they deliver, usually next day.
Do I know anything nefarious?
Are there any YouTube videos of impersonating Amazon or ACOM employees? My mistake. Shedding light on their. They have to pee in bottles.
Their clandestine operations.
Yeah.
You could do like a quick internet search for any rumors or anything like that. Give me a wits investigation for it.
Dark History of ACOM by Bailey Syrian.
I would watch the shit out of that.
Hell yeah!
Did you watch the new episode?
Oh, which one? I don't know.
Not Dark History. The new murder mystery went up.
I've been binging a lot, so I'm not sure which one it is.
Oh, the newest one was The Olympian.
I don't think so.
Do it. Go watch it. She's gonna do a live. but you have to do Patreon to do it. Like, tickets are selling out. And she's not gonna post it.
Wulfgang, you find an obscure article by an apparently disgruntled ex-employee who claims that they could put up with a lot of shit, but when the company started doing dodgy deals with the government, that was it for them. Expose coming soon.
What was that posted?
A month or two ago.
That motherfucker God. Everybody hack this person's IP and
Yo,
figure out where they are.
Berries.
Yeah.
Aww.
I mean, we can go check the van. I just don't.
Mm.
Well, we don't really show up on cameras, do we? Plus, we have stealthy people. You know what?
You're like fuzzy.
Yeah.
Essentially, is how you show.
Yeah, maybe y'all aren't opposed to it. I say we just go scout it out. I don't know how long the van's going to be there is my chief concern here. Might have nothing, but I'd rather check and find out.
Yeah, I might have a wait until.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's a good
I
point.
could just ask. I could literally I imagine I could possibly go in there and, on behalf of the university, perhaps I'm starting a new course XYZ. I'm sure.
Maybe get a tour or something. It's late, but we'll see.
Well,
Let's show up and see what happens, huh? What's the driver's name, by the way?
The rest of us are young enough to look like college students.
That's true. We could pull it off.
The name of the driver was Miranda Rios.
Miranda.
Yes, it was. Yep. I was just scouring my notes.
I try to keep good notes for things that are directly relative to Father Greene.
Okay. Well, Miranda to Pharmatech across the river or whatever.
Mhm.
Probably a couple blocks away, so we can do our sneaky sneak thing if we need to.
Okay. I'm just checking if I've got a scene. It's a big factory. Don't think I've got. Don't have a direct thing for the factory, but it is a big plot, a big area of land that is taken up. Now, are you taking the car? Probably take you about maybe a good hour to get there in the car. There is a tube station very close by. That would probably take you about 15 minutes because it goes under the river.
Fuck it. I say the tube. Like at this point, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be probably easier to.
Who's driving the fancy
Alright,
car, by the way?
right.
Oh, the driver is. So yeah, you can tell her to go put it wherever.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. If we want to go on foot anyways, that's a good point. We'll take the tube. Thanks for the ride.
Yeah.
Take it out on the weekends if you want.
Oh, okay. Where do you want me to leave it? She's asking Father Greene more than Wulfgang, by the way. Just like
Yeah, right.
Do you
I'm
guys,
actually curious where we should leave it. Is what
do
I'm
you guys
thinking.
want her hanging out for if we got a beat feed, or
That might be wise.
go
Close-ish.
have dinner at a close by place, and if we call, come.
so where is it? Sorry, I was not listening to your conversation.
That is appreciated. I'll call you with the current location in the event we need to pick up, if that's okay.
Okay, this side or the other side of the river? Just so I can be closer.
Other side.
I would encourage the other side of the river, but please don't put yourself in jeopardy. You are valuable and an amazing person. I appreciate you. Just
Okay.
I'll go to the airport, grab a coffee.
Sounds good to me. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, head over to the tube. Hot, awkward, even at this time of night. It's a tube. It's the thing. You're going under the river. It definitely has some damp waftings. It's a bit more water kind of dripping on the tracks kind of thing. But hey, you're in the train. It's fine. It's not a problem. You'll be able to get to Greenwich Tube Station, and you'll kind of get off, come topside, have a look around. The pharmaceutical company, or the plant, if you want, is literally a couple of minute walk from the tube station, and the observatory, the Greenwich Observatory, is to the south. See, large dome structure, lots of trees that look a bit different to some of the ones that you'd normally find in this area. And that's about a 15-minute walk away, but it's an impressive sight. Very old school. I guess you make your way to the plant. Are you planning on like just going straight into the front of it and being like, "Yo, give me a tour," or are you wanting to scout? Because there's a few different entrances. The area itself is sizable. It takes up about half the land mass of the airport, which in itself is obviously quite big.
What are we doing?
You're going to the ACOM Pharmaceutical Company.
Yeah, no, but like the van.
So either looking for the van or try and figure out what it is they're doing here, I guess.
Alright, I would like to.
Zillybell said there was an abandoned van. An abandoned van.
Well, there is a van here that matches
right.
the description. An unmarked van is what he said. That
That's
matches
what it
the
said.
description.
Comes down to it, I am able to climb those walls.
May I raise a caution? If these are individuals who are able to show up and take out a vampire with a single strike very quickly, thus also erasing the memories of any individual who was attached, if they see us on camera as fuzzy or not, they know what they're looking for. So, caution, caution, caution.
I'm trying to think if.
Right.
I think if they saw a vampire on a camera, they might have some like way of doing that. I've only got one point of this gear. I'm not sure if that's going to be good enough. So we need a bunch of human.
But if, yeah, shit.
I do know a lab tech. I don't know how that helps us. I do. I never asked where she worked. I would have asked. Where does she work?
Did you ask where she works?
I would
Messenger?
have done.
Yo, where'd you work?
It's true.
We rushed it, but I meant to actually find out everything about her.
Okay, she's a lab tech. She works for ACOM.
Hey, Lamau.
It's the biggest
Yeah.
recruiter of that type of
I was like,
profession.
why would he say lab tech?
That was legit just a lucky coincidence. That wasn't premeditated, pre-planned or anything. That was just happened to be what was generated, and this would be where they work.
Before we got on the tube, I would have explained that my new friend, works there, and so we might want to use that. I could even get her to meet us somewhere, and we could ask some questions.
That girl from last night, you mean?
Yeah, maybe get to infiltrate.
I think that depends how eager you are to get her killed the rest of the way.
Rest of the way. What did you do to her?
She's undead. Or half dead. Not like us.
Mostly dead.
Not
Like-
quite dead.
Was it willing? That's a no.
I mean, it depends on the way you look at it, I feel like. It's be turned
An
into a
unwilling
ghoul or
journey,
get...
you're better off dead.
I mean...
Otherwise, you're just a fucking rat bag.
Oh, I'm a ratbag. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah.
I'm sure. Didn't appreciate that.
Better than a lifetime of being chained to someone.
Yeah. You'll enjoy it. I look at someone. Look at.
Humans do seem to enjoy it.
I would never turn them without permission.
Kind of got that now.
What?
You kind of got that vision.
No, I meant
you asked
the
the prince.
person I would turn.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I wouldn't turn an individual without their consent.
Whatever.
You are vegan as well.
Okay, Grandma, Grandpa, if you guys are done flirting, can we get in here?
Yes, as I was saying, our new friend is
She
becoming
only,
very useful here.
she only feeds on free-range humans, organic.
Yeah.
Like,
But you are correct.
And
I wouldn't
assholes.
wish
Remember that?
to-
And
Yeah.
assholes.
I wouldn't wish for her to be harmed in any way, of course. But information, we could simply ask her about stuff and see what she knows. It's stopped.
It's your, I mean, it's your contact, it's your choice, it's your call. Follow your lead on this one. You're right. The deeper we go, the more risk there is to her. You are correct. So, but this is like the most legitimate lead we've had, also. So, if we go back to the club and find nothing, and we get nothing here, we kind of got nothing.
But if they're really good at tracking down our kind, they might also be really good at tracking down ghouls.
Yeah. Oh, I
Her
wouldn't doubt it.
safety is on your head alone.
I'm aware. But also I don't censor it in anything.
Start with
Right.
questions.
I'll
Make it
arrange
easy.
to meet. I'll arrange to meet somewhere. Like a lunch date. It's middle of the night. I keep forgetting it's middle of the night.
I mean,
I
lunch
forget it's like-
lunch for you guys or lunch for regular people?
Middle of the night.
Yeah,
Right.
okay. Midnight snack.
Midnight. Yeah, yeah.
Midnight snack. There's a human place around here that's open, and I'll message her and go meet me here.
Probably where our driver's going to end up eventually.
Yeah, there'll be like a what do you have, like corner cafe diner type place nearby. And she'll message you about like urgently.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can be there in 5.
Perfect. Thank you.
So you'll head to the diner.
Yeah, I
You
don't
got a
want to
Waffle
crowd
House?
the place. I'll probably ask you guys just to sit somewhere else, and I'll ask Edith to sit with me.
Yeah, she does not want to see me. I kind of ruined her night.
We'll sit in the corner. We'll sit at the kitty table. Come on, Cora. Come on, Padre.
Okay.
Whenever she shows up, Cora literally will look over yeah, she probably doesn't want to see me. I kind of ruined her night. Like, pulls her hood up.
Yes. Good.
It's okay. The professor made her night, so you're good. All's well that ends well.
I gave her a gift, but apparently that's not a good thing.
He's side-eyeing Edith, like...
No. Edith needs to, I guess she has things to say. I'm always up for learning new things, dear. But we do need information from this person.
I mean, you have your useful tool now, so may as well use it.
Yeah, indeed. But you seem to have a sympathetic ear, so... see. That
I feel like Edith would actually really fall quite well into, like, the Carthians. Just saying, like... it's just... We should just change the way we do shit, like, new ideas, let's fucking go, like... Sorry, it's
If
like...
it comes down to that, it may be a pathway.
Yeah, so she'll, after about 5 minutes, she'll walk in. She's got kind of like a big trench coat that she's got on that seems to be slightly too big for her, and underneath you can just about see her hastily put on trainers and pajama bottoms.
Everything. She's like, how can I?
Yeah. Like, she's not wearing makeup. Like, her hair's tied up in a bun, or I say tied up, literally just like wrapped up around the back and kind of tied on itself. You know how it is, like without a hair bubble, with hair wraps around itself, makes it.
as I'm going in, I'll say to Wulfgang, I need some money.
How much?
I just enough for a human to be satisfied, like enough to pay them for their information.
Okay, yes.
Enough for humans to be
Okay.
satisfied.
I've broken this person up, and I don't know. I'm a teacher. I'm acting like I'm like out of touch. It's like, like $100. I'll pay you back.
Bucks. I have resources level 2, so
Yeah, you
yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Handing out money, we could talk about a new roof for the sacristy.
Why didn't you ask the prince? You just literally had a... Okay. We can talk about it.
We'll sit down with her, and I'll be like, thank you for coming at such a late hour. The information I need from you is rather important, and I'm hoping you can.
Figured. Yep. What do you need?
And then.
So hang on. She's about. Yeah. What do you need? How can I help? I've been buzzing since we last met. Say what?
Yeah, good. Are you enjoying your new abilities?
Oh yeah, it's like the best caffeine high ever.
That's good.
Oh, bless her.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Still be careful, so much done.
I've got so much done.
Good. I'm glad you are enjoying things.
I find myself snacking a lot more, but yeah.
I'll ask her about ACOM and everything that she knows, and then dig deeper.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can ignore them being a shitty company to work for, they pay good. Pretty loose on making sure they look after their workers, especially in the warehouses and things like that. Like, but you know that hasn't changed. But where I work, it's kind of more of the R&D stuff. We look into the new drugs coming to market, and we do all the testing and that kind of thing. I mainly do like research, things like that, and theories, and I'm not like a warehouse person or a production operator or anything like that. I work in the lab. They've got one, quite well stocked. There's always...
I'll ask if she knows. Now she's got a new view on life. If she's in retrospectively can think of anything weird that she came across.
Oh. Weird how? Like, what do you think? Is
Supernatural.
supernatural?
Or anything that was just at the time didn't make any sense, but you know, silver bullets, that kind of thing. I'll just get off random shit.
Okay. Sure. Give me
Drugs to kill dead flesh, even though it's already dead.
Give me. I'm gonna make
Try
you roll here.
utilizing the sun.
Give me a wits or intelligence plus science.
Technology meant for seeing the unseeable.
Academic.
Is kind of in research. Yeah, you can use your academics. Fuck it.
Oh, sorry. There is this. I can do science if you want to do science.
Science would be more fitting. Yes.
Okay.
And this is your ghoul, so I'll let you have an extra dot. Well, I don't know if this quite fits as like supernatural, right? But we've been working on these new like it's one of the basics that we offer, like, you know, cold and flu meds that people take when they feel sick. Like everyone takes them when they feel sick. They help deal with like headaches and flu symptoms and things like that, and also like hay fever meds, like the stuff that get over the counter. Like you don't even need to get over the counter, you just get it off the shelf and it's cheap, and most people get them. But they've been wanting us to get this new we've been testing this new formula where they've been adding in this compound that I've not seen before, and as far as I can tell, it doesn't really do anything. I've been looking into it, I've been researching, and it doesn't have any medical reason for it that I can see. It's probably just you know, they may be getting some grant to include this particular chemical, and they're getting paid extra to supply it, use supplies from it. You know, the way companies do that sometimes, where they're like, yeah, we just push the product.
What chemical?
Oh, it's KFC52Z, except 15 different.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah. Hang on a second, we're not going into fights.
AF should be potassium, ferrite. Oh.
I mean, it's got some properties to it that make me think it's like it's the test we've been doing is for it to go into these drugs, but it doesn't seem to, like, maybe 1 in 10 pills don't quite, like, whatever this compound is, it's messing with the drug. Like, it is making it not work. Like, only 1 in 10 of the pills make it through like product testing. It hasn't gone to market yet, but these ones that do make it through trials, they're going somewhere. It's like when I'm trying to think of the I don't mean to sound insulting, but in layman's terms, it's like the closest thing I can think of is like an anti-venom. But when you get a snake bite, it's like it's like an antitoxin that's going in, but it's for no toxin I've ever seen. And like I said, they're higher ups. They're pushing this for mass production, but we just can't get it right.
What do you think, Edith?
Hang on, let me do an intelligence roll.
Maybe that's protein.
Intelligence what? Because, like, I, as a character, or a player, have an idea, but...
Edith is, medicine?
Not... Medicine? Oh, okay, it's just a luck roll, then.
I mean, if you science is your thing as well, you could use science. Like, science, medicine,
This
there's
is a
overlap.
gangrel.
I'm asking more about what do you think about the situation, not necessarily the complicated chemicalness.
I'm just trying to see if she is putting shit together right now. Hang on. Nah. I didn't have much in the ways of education growing up.
Would you like one? Do you have a GDE? Is that what they call it?
GED. You had the letter switched.
Yeah.
You were close.
It's the diploma, right? The general education diploma or something like
I
that.
suddenly like snap into teacher mode for a second, and I'm like, I can help you pass a blah 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 blah, and that.
I don't know if she would even have bothered with getting one, honestly. She probably knows what it is, because she's spent a while
Okay,
in America,
I'll
so...
put a pin in that, and we'll definitely come back.
Fine.
Could you do me a favor and swap seats, Wulfgang?
Okay.
Thank you.
Stand up, pat Wolfgang on the shoulder, tag team, you're in.
Yep. All right.
You can all hear it because you've all got vampire
Yeah,
hearing.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll all be
Yeah.
able to hear it, no problem.
Before I send her off, I'm not the leader, like in my own thing, like.
I will. Yeah, right. I will pop a squat, and unfortunately, I had to get up for that. So, what's going on? Or it's something about a pill. What's the pill doing?
So
Yeah,
there was
go
a
on,
pill in
continue.
trials, basically.
1 out of 10, basically
the
surviving.
1 in 10 work.
Mhm.
9 out of 10 are possible,
Bogus.
basically. And she said that she doesn't see any real benefit to having these in the general medications that they're trying to push for them to be in. She thinks it's because they're trying to push whatever this chemical is to they're maybe getting a grant for it, or they're maybe getting subsidies or something. You know how people throw money at something to sell something and make money off of it. Either way, the closest thing she's seen to it in a medical or a scientific point of view is like an anti-venom, but it's for no kind of venom or toxin that she's ever seen. And this is the other thing that she said is the aim is for this drug to be kind of like a cold and flu, or like a hay fever kind of buy it off the shelf kind of situation, as opposed to
I get it. Yeah.
essentially have it mass produced.
Okay. What happens to the duds? How do they get rid of them?
Oh, they so you ask her that?
Yes.
Oh, they're kept for a little while, but then we burn them, like they get incinerated. We try and figure out why it didn't work, why the chemicals didn't combine how they should, and yeah, it after a while they just get burnt. They're very protective, their IP.
I imagine so. I'm gonna go over to Professor and be like, I think we need a sample.
I agree.
Okay.
It's dangerous though.
Very. I don't know how to go about it. I mean, I do, but as you said, it'd be very dangerous.
I'll ask her, like, I'm assuming it's difficult for you to obtain one of these samples and bring it out.
Oh, I could get a sample, no problem getting it out, and you have to go through clean rooms, and they're very, very secure about this kind of thing. Do you mind if I get something to eat?
Go for it.
I've got a bad case of the munchies.
I'll give her the $100 and I'll be like, this is for waking you up.
Oh, right, yeah. Cool, no problems. I mean, you still get the other arrangement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're not just paying me. Okay, yeah. She'll come back with like 5 donuts. Oh, she'll be like, did you want?
No, I'm not hungry.
I had a big dinner, so I'm good too. Thanks.
I mean, they're a little bit stale, I know, but I mean, they're still good.
Yep, they look good.
You enjoy.
She'll like dunk them in her coffee and then just go.
Yeah,
Coffee
boy.
on top of it, right? Like, oh.
Doesn't matter if it's stale then.
Yep.
I feel like the only way to get it is via her, but I don't know how she would get it out, even with her ability.
I mean, if you need me to try, I can try.
But you're getting caught.
She'll kind of like look at you and be like, if that's what you want, I can try.
I appreciate that, but I'm sure we can think of a better. Does anyone else have any ideas?
Is there any official reason for you to be there, Professor? Like, so you'd already be in the facility. Then I don't know if you could get it out either, but you'd have probably a better chance than her.
I can definitely get it out.
If we could get you in there, because like as you said, the cameras are going to pick you up immediately, but you're also connected to the university. So...
That's very true. I don't really want to be kidnapped and murdered by these people. If I'm being,
I get that. I don't want that either, for the record.
I mean, if you need someone that can just kind of get in and get out, I can maybe do it.
Whilst I'm sure you have the capabilities, I'm worried that these people have abilities to see us and know us and deal with us, as we saw in that video.
We can keep that. We might need to. She's gonna have a better shot than. So if you can't get in, we might have to.
The woman's just gonna kind of like mid-munch look over and be like, who are we talking about?
I've used the thing. I've used the thing where like I'm just a face in the crowd right now.
Yeah. Who's they? They? They?
They.
We had some shit now. Okay. Munch.
Yeah, you're quite deep in this, so be careful. And if you're in danger, you can just come to me. You'll. I don't know if you've noticed that you can kind of sense where I am.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, that's what that is.
I thought I was getting some, like some Peter Parker Tingle, like Spider-Man shit going on.
No.
But no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you ever have people visiting the labs?
Sure.
Can you think of a reason why a professor from the local university would come into the lab?
I mean, I guess they could maybe if I mean, you get students that need placements, right?
True.
Where they what's the term? You know, where they work for next to nothing or nothing.
Interns.
That's it. Yeah, like you guys need intern spots, right?
Yeah.
So you could be checking the lab out to see if it's good for your students to be interning here or not.
Yeah.
Like you're just kind of doing a tour everywhere. You heard about these labs because they work with your college or whatever, and boom.
True, and I could also be thinking about doing some sort of new course on medicines?
Right. I mean, having the lab right here in the city is just so convenient, isn't it?
I could try.
I have faith
Also,
you
the
can do it.
history grounds on it too. The history of Acom.
I mean, the only problem I can see is that usually happens during the daytime, and I think you guys aren't so keen on that, right?
No.
Yeah.
I could maybe try and get like a later one. And, I mean,
Maybe.
I could try to speak.
I mean,
to
all we
some...
really need to know is what this chemical compound is.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess if you just know that.
Because surely you know how to make it, and so I guess we could make it off-site if you can memorize the chemicals. We could make a sample, is what I'm getting at.
yeah.
I'm sure we could get. I bet we could get his hands on the material if we knew what the material was. We have contact.
Yeah, like back.
And that might be a safer way of doing this.
Yeah.
Idea.
So if you can get us the chemical composition.
Oh, hey, yeah, hang on. And she'll grab a napkin and just literally like start drawing some circles and lines and letters and shit, like to make a
Perfect, brilliant, amazing. Yes.
You know what I mean? Looks like some
You
fucking.
should take a night school and really consider a different career using these skills.
Pay better.
In fact, if I'm able to ever afford to pay, I'll probably hire you for something I know.
I mean, they pay pretty good,
Well, okay.
boss. Were you that?
No, don't call me that. I'm a friend.
Come on, you should totally call him boss in front of Edith. She would love that.
Right, good. Thank you. Get some sleep. Enjoy your donuts.
Oh, they're gone.
Thank you for your time.
Like she's scoffed them.
Fine. Enjoy your newfound abilities. And remember, you're still mortal.
All right. Eve.
Call me Professor.
Besser. Profound.
Mhm.
Okay.
Edith just has the biggest eye roll.
I'm glad you're really enjoying yourself and are under. Just dig it. Right, good. Right, I think we've got what we need. I've blabbed enough. I'm gonna go back at my roleplay corner.
Thanks, bye.
Yep. Nice seeing you guys.
See you
Yep.
soon.
I'm gonna give her another $50 when she leaves.
So she goes and reaches for the 50, but she's like, oh, yeah, no, okay, thanks. I remember you, and she'll
She doesn't recognize me, but she hears it. And
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, oh.
Yep. I'd be like, oh yeah.
Look over, I'm like, was there another accident?
She just, sorry.
And she'll be like, look at you, Edith, and she'll be like, yeah, no, I chose this.
Chose
Technically,
or
that's true.
coerced?
Better than the alternative, right? Anyway, see ya.
In my defense, no, I don't.
In
I
your
don't-
defense, she'll at
I
least be
mean,
taken care of. I will admit to that much, at least.
Well, yes, true, but no.
Also, in his defense, I kind of preemptively traumatized her.
Normally, I would just feed and move on, or but situation. Things happen. People die.
Acknowledging the monster within is the first step to rehabilitation.
Whoa, no one said anything about that. Hold on a minute.
Eventually, we can improve the vampiric condition that we don't need to sully ourselves with such.
Apparently, Amazon's
That sounds more like an Order of Dracul line.
It's funny. It's like the professor and the father, the priest, are like kind of running parallel with like what the aims long term are. Just very different ways about it.
Well, there is a center for that. It's called the Magus Center out of California. Faith and Reason.
And Edith, it sounds like you had a horrific event have been turned, and that your sire deserves a true death, in my own opinion. But make the most of it while you can, is what I say. And I was serious about teaching you things. I'm an educator.
It's going to be a very bored waitress comes over to your table, like, coffee?
No, thank you. We were leaving.
Yeah, good. I can't have you staying here unless you're ordering something.
No, that makes sense. That would be counterintuitive to a business.
And she's going to look around at the almost empty diner and be like, besides, the seats are for paying customers.
Yeah.
Technically, we did have one paying customer here.
Our friend really wanted donuts. She's had them now. We're leaving. Thank you.
She was, yeah.
As we're leaving, Cora's just gonna hand her a wallet.
No ideas who did it.
No, I do. It's the first guy she accidentally killed.
Took the ID out.
Okay.
You've taken. I was going to say, is the ID in there? Like
Everything is still in there. The ID, the $30 cash, everything is still in there. That's how we roll this.
Amadeus? What's the code word? What's the code
you're
word?
gonna open the wallet, look
Like,
through,
as we're leaving,
pick out the money, and just toss the wallet. Like,
Okay, we're good.
Bitch doesn't care.
Pleasure doing business with you.
This makes me think she does this kind of thing a lot. Like, there's a lot of mobsters that come through here or something.
just doesn't get
Yeah,
paid
she's
enough to
close
give
to
a shit.
ACOM,
Right?
honestly.
Like,
She might not. Maybe we should be asking her questions. Shit.
And as we get out the door, and I realize she didn't give a shit, I just smile, head tilt. I got rid of evidence.
Good job.
Fortunately, it went that way.
Right.
I don't have to carry that stuff anymore.
Did you have any more people's wallets on you?
Aren't fingerprints a thing?
Maybe? Do I have fingerprints anymore?
Do we have fingerprints anymore?
Yep.
As everybody looks at their hand, yes, you have fingerprints.
I'm just like looking at them like, really?
Cool. It's cool to know that stays.
Yeah. The downside is like other stuff, like if you cut your hair, it'll come back overnight, that kind of stuff.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, I dropped out junior year.
It looks like the good professor's going to have tutoring courses now.
Wulfgang, did you graduate from high
He's
school?
trying so hard to get that beat.
Yes.
Growing up.
Father Greene, did you graduate from?
I have it. I have a master's in divinity and chemistry.
Chemistry.
Professor, when I grew up, learning amongst women wasn't exactly encouraged.
What?
Academic learning, right? Like, plenty of other learning went on.
I learned how to embroider.
Ooh, really?
There is a place for arts and crafts, but all people should learn all.
I should probably out of character put one into crafts.
Now, just out of curiosity, Zach, do I have any other wallets I've just pilfered because she was a petty thief before she got turned?
I am signing you both up for night. Okay? I'm gonna get you your GEDs.
Yeah, give me an odds evens roll. You can pick the dice. Odds, you have some. Evens, you don't.
I was raised to be
Odds,
the
you have-
perfect housewife.
Roll me a d4. Yeah, you have
Some
you have
people enjoy
another
being a housewife.
wallet.
What was that line?
Some people enjoy being a housewife. It's not necessarily.
I decided to go into underground fight clubs instead.
Fun.
It
I'll tell you
was.
what, I'll teach you how to pass your GED. You teach me a little bit more about fighting.
Permission to beat you up? I would love that.
What kind of
Sure.
fighting?
Hmm?
What kind of fighting do you want to learn about? Do you want to learn about punching somebody in the face or shooting somebody in the head?
Stabbing someone, shanky shank.
Yeah, but shooting somebody with a shotgun is just the same as fighting.
As I said, I would learn.
I'm looking at the professor. I'm like, well, he could learn to be a bit
Everything.
more quick on his feet.
I literally go round her with celerity. Just like, I'm quick on my feet, but I never learned any martial qualities.
I'm more skilled in hand-to-hand, but I have some experience in other weapons. I could...
I will learn some
Raid.
hand-to-hand combat,
Please.
and I will teach
This
you
will be fun.
2 + 2 does indeed equal 60.
7?
And Cora, if you want to pass your GED too. It's good. You are going to be alive for a very long time. Education.
Cora needs to focus on passing her vampire GED. Just to stop slitting motherfuckers' throats every time she tries to
Yeah.
feed them.
I would call
She's
that the
not even
VED, but
listening.
that's wrong.
To anything that's going on because she got asked if she had more wallets, and literally as they're saying that, she finally pulls one out. Just nope, had another one.
Oh, good. How much is in it?
In Cora's defense, I also
Like 200
did not
bucks.
do very well when I
200
was
bucks.
first.
Could I borrow 100?
You're a professor at one of the biggest schools in this area.
Teachers do
Teacher.
not make money.
Yeah, it's criminal, isn't it?
I'm a night school teacher at one of the biggest universities.
Probably make
I
minimum
make-
wage. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the things that I found that are valuable, I cannot sell.
Huh.
But I am starting to need things and stuff, so I'm contemplating on how to make more money. I've just been a teacher for so long, kind of my thing.
I don't know. I
Any
feel
of
like
you
I've
guys
been
know
doing
what
very
Kurt
well for
done?
myself without a GED.
What was that?
Any of you guys know what Kurt done as she's flipping through this wallet now?
Ooh, student. Anyway,
History checks.
Doesn't ring a bell.
can I borrow the 100?
Maybe later.
I was just
You
gonna-
are you're a professor. What you do is, like, the last week of classes, you go to the college dorms because all these lazy college students will leave behind refrigerators, computers, they leave behind desks. You take all that stuff and then you either pawn it or you go onto Facebook Marketplace and sell it because it's
Yeah,
pure
boy.
profit.
I think Edith has heard of the name Kurt Dunn.
I run a parish. We have to find money anywhere we can.
A vampire GE.
VED.
Like, puts that in the bank. All right, good.
Standardizing out.
And then I just obscure and go really quiet.
Do you know how rich you'd be how rich you would be selling, like, hey, elders, you just sired a newbie. Give them to us. That way we can train them appropriately.
State ran schools. Now we're talking. Now we're talking my language.
It could help those like myself and Cora.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, there'd probably be a lot more feral ones because they don't want to hand them off to.
Approval
You-
process.
Suggesting I open an adoption agency for disenfranchised vampires.
No, I'm suggesting that you open up an educational
What a
system.
great idea! Not only do I make some actual... What did Lilybell call it?
Benjamins.
Benjamins.
Yeah.
In a lot of favor as well.
Yeah.
True. I like favors. I like this idea.
Okay, good. Anyway, so this chemical, we're going to
Right.
try and recreate it, is my plan. So what do you want to do for this evening?
Warm up.
How long will it take to recreate it?
Didn't Father Greene say he was a chemist?
I have some education chemist. I am far better.
Do you
at...
recognize this chemical compound?
Do I?
Yeah, give me a wits or intelligence plus.
Crafts or
It would be science or medicine.
so that means I put my points in the wrong place. I have some medicine. I have more crafts, but it's all the same. So intelligence and medicine. I am willing to blow willpower for this.
Do it.
Modifier 3. Submit.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you could. Actually, this whilst it's complex, it's more about the way it's put together than the actual chemicals themselves. You reckon most of it you could probably get from a pharmacy?
What does it do?
Yeah, can he figure that out? Can he figure out what it's being put together for?
You would need to run some tests.
Okay.
But at first glance, looking at the formula and knowing a bit more about your condition than a non-vampire would, you surmise that this is some kind of anti-vamp thing. Not... What's the way of phrasing this? The assumption that... Yeah, so from what you can see, you got 2 successes. So the whilst you're not 100% sure what that component is, in this combination, that component is going to be active for 15 minutes once it enters the body's system. So whatever it is, whatever anti-venom, antitoxin, whatever it's designed for, they've got 15 minutes of it being active before it ain't going to work anymore. So what do they call that? The active component would be...
Half-life?
Yes.
Catalyst.
The half-life of it is primary potassium, so it's going to burn out of their system pretty quickly. However, we need to actually synthesize the material in order to get an actual test, because in a trial testing and live testing, you'll get different results. But I can pretty much make this. 90% of this, we could just go to Home Depot or Pound Town and we'll get it figured out.
What you
Excuse
are
me?
confident of... is
Pound Town it is.
Pound Town, nice.
Yep.
Is that it's not toxic to humans. That's for sure.
So we can let's start making the process, but until I actually get to synthesizing it, too many questions to give you a solid answer. But it is fast acting, so my gut response is that it's probably gonna react with dead hemoglobin, because vampire blood is much more thicker than human blood, higher concentrations.
Yeah,
I
Vitae
think
is
that it's-
definitely different.
I think it has to deal with the concentration, which might be iron reactive, might be something else. But let's make it and find out. The downside of this is, do you have a vampire you want to test this on?
That's what they've been taking the vampires for. Use it on them, huh?
A vampire in Topor makes a very compliant test subject. I would agree with you.
If it helps at all, I'm pretty sturdy.
As am I.
I think it would be a very good idea to talk to the sheriff and see if they have any undesirables scheduled for repurposing.
This might work, actually. Yeah, let's make one. If we can. Do we have to go to your lab? I would assume we have to go down there.
We'd
And
have to
she
go to the
said it was
library.
approximately 1 in 10, so you're better off making more than one.
Yeah.
Let's get the arenas to see how much a single cook will produce. And we'll make more as needed. That's a very good suggestion.
Okay.
All the things I expected to do in the afterlife, making drugs, wasn't it?
I mean, you could always, turn someone, test it on them, and then just off them when you're done.
That's not my bag.
If you really wanted to, just
Oh, biggie.
Edith would love it.
Yeah, exactly, right. Hey, Edith, you know what we're going to do?
Here's an idea. Let's take it the next step further. I get a beat for that. All right. So you're gonna go grab some stuff, and there'll be 24-hour places open that you'll be able to pick up most of the stuff, all of the stuff, even.
Do you need me for this?
Not necessarily.
I would
Okay.
be zero help in this.
If you just want to stand in the corner and look pretty, I'm okay with that. But
I would like to start painting, so I'm going to do that.
remind me to buy one of your paintings for the library.
Sure, we'll get to that.
Professor, are you good at crafting stuff? Is anybody good at crafting?
I'm good at crafting, but it's not.
I can
really that kind of
embroider.
craft.
I'm theoretic.
I
If you
will
need to
call the
iron something,
phlebotomy
I can do
team.
that for you too.
I have
I've dabbled in
some
cross
ability with
stitch.
medicine.
I would be happy to have your participation. With you, me, and the phlebotomy team, we might have enough to get a good sizable portion.
She's heard him say that word like 14 times, pulls out her phone, and just hits dictionary.com real quick.
Yep.
Oh. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, the
Like-
library has blood drive donations.
And me and Edith can have a lesson in some hand-to-hand combat.
I would love to punch you in the face. Let's do this.
I, for reasons that are beyond me, I am sure you.
Oh,
You-
flirting again.
Use the gymnasium. You break the floor, you buy it.
We need him. Don't do anything serious. Like,
He's a vampire. He'll be fine.
So, Wolfgang's going home to the studio to do some painting.
Hi,
I'm
Meg.
to the new house. Like, I'm just moving all my
okay.
paint and shit there. So that's why I want to have the river look, so I can see the moon and all
They
that
have a
shit.
muse.
Yeah. Well, I got to paint the painting for the lady. So
Yep. Okay. Oh, you'll need her
Or
there
s-
for that.
I need to start it. I should say.
Get like a back.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the background first.
And the rest of you are going to the library after you've got what you needed from the shops.
Yeah, if there's a dojo at the library, I'll use it.
There's a
Doge.
gymnasium.
A dojo. He just got. Let's go.
Dojo. It's a gymnasium, you know, for kids.
A jungle gym.
No, it's like
Like a
those
basketball
basketball.
gym.
Yeah, the basketball course that you can push out the bleachers, or
Yeah.
you
Okay. Yeah.
bring
A
up the
vampire
volleyball in it.
Basketball game sometime then.
That'd be cool.
Pop off. So celerity's going back and forth. That's all that is. Just that's all it's gonna be.
Okay.
The sound would be horrible.
Yeah.
Laughs in athletics.
The scuffs all over. Just
Same.
our shoes would be so fucked.
They're like, oh, we're so fast, everything's gonna be great, and then the two girls suddenly pop out with athletics and just whoop ass.
So, you can go start doing your. When you get back to the house, you'll see some people with overalls, basically Lilybell's people, moving boxes out of the out of the cellar, and you'll see there's an envelope on, like, I don't know, the breakfast bar in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll put it up.
Yeah, there's lots of Benjamins in there. There's like $5,000 in there.
Hey,
Goddamn, Sheriff.
was that $1,000 each? So that sounds like to me. So y'all can preemptively put it in your wallets because I'll just hand it out as soon as everyone comes back home.
$900
Minus 100 for
There you go. Yeah, I'll have the 11. Perfect.
All right, and how are you? So buying the chemicals and stuff is going to be cheap, like no more than $50. Who is participating in the concocting?
We'll attempt to help him just because I have medicine.
Okay. So
And
yeah, I was just gonna say. So if you're helping,
we also
Cora,
have the phlebotomy team, which is part of the staff merit, which they are skilled in that particular subject.
okay. So what we're gonna do is Cora's assisting. So we'll get think we'll go with either in or wits, your choice, plus
Same number.
medicine.
Okay.
And your successes are extra dice for
No.
Father Greene's roll.
Would it be
Yep.
medicine? Oh, I'm sorry, we're doing hers. Never mind.
Burning a willpower for an extra 3 just to be safe.
Mhm.
My gosh.
Okay.
I don't-
Awesome.
Crit fail. Let's go.
Name.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I've been waiting. I have one beat to my next EXP. I've been waiting just to get the crit fail.
Okay. Take your
Already
beat.
did.
All right. And then yeah.
Yeah.
Father Greene, okay.
Let's go.
You designed super meth.
I'm sitting here trying to
We are
make
not
this
losing.
like this bullshit that he's showing. I come out with cocaine.
What do you mean we need Sudafed? What the hell?
You were on autopilot from like past drug.
Yup. She's on autopilot doing a completely different cook.
What am I doing?
So she's coming at it from a medical point of view. Would your preference to be medical or I mean, I know it would be crafts, but or medical or scientific?
I would go for crafts, but it would come from a.
You know what? Fuck it. Do int or wits plus crafts plus your
Staff.
groupies staff. How many dots have you got in that?
2
Okay, add 2 onto that for that.
and blown a willpower.
Let's
All right.
go. What is that? Fucking 26 dice or something?
Intelligence 3, crafts 2, staff 2, plus 3.
And
And I got 1 success on
Whoa!
the stack.
Yuck.
This shit's a lot harder to make than we thought.
That's rough.
apparently,
Wow.
1 out of 10, right?
Wow.
1 out of 10.
Well, you crit failed, right?
I did
Oh
not.
yeah, I did.
She did though.
And in this case, you make out of a batch of, let's say, 30 pills, 5 of them are viable.
Oh shit! This stuff is. Wow. Okay. Awesome. But we have. We have available.
Now you got to remember these are anti-vamp, so technically failing puts more of these in circulation, as far as I can see.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, no, that's fair. We actually did better because I fucked up.
better but worse at the same
Ugh.
time. Is Cora testing them?
No, I do not want
Bet.
any of my
Yes.
coterie.
She crit
Yes.
failed, didn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
If the crit
not-
fail is like when
I'm not thinking about it, and mid cook, as we get one done, I pop one.
yeah, the only way that's happening is if Father's got his back turned and she pops one.
I mean, she crit failed, so yeah, I'm happy for her just to
Roll
to sneak
dexterity.
one.
Just not
Fiend.
thinking about it. Like, she's in a roll because apparently she's fucking done this shit like this before. And she's trying to make a completely different something else and just not thinking about it pops one.
I don't.
This fiending little gremlin. Like, what's going on? What is going on right now?
Murder doll.
This is one of those situations where you're gonna dial 9-1
Make her
and then
drink
wait.
some milk.
Um,
Make her
One
drink
of the
some
few
milk.
times
throw it
her
back
mouth
up.
ever opens.
Oh no.
Okay, so you pop this pill. You are gonna take.
You have any castor oil?
You got your next character lined up.
She's a vampire. The only thing I could do is like stab, putting something down her throat's not gonna help.
You are gonna take 2 points of lethal damage
Woo!
as your insides begin to churn in very nasty, almost like bubbling blood kind of feelings inside. It's not good. Your head is going to start spinning, your vision is going to start blurring, the entire world around you is suddenly going to start going into slow motion. Almost like you're shutting down, starting to feel woozy. You can give me a what would it be? I'm just gonna say resolve composure roll at a -3.
Ugh!
Are we aware of this?
You what? Sorry.
Or am I aware of this?
Oh, you can see that she starts to like. Well, I would say her pupils start to dilate, but she doesn't have any.
No pupils.
So like.
Deductive reasoning. She took the drug.
Oh
Or
yeah,
no?
you can figure that out.
Okay.
Essentially, it's like she's been. Imagine being shot with a tranq dart, but the tranq dart's got some nasty venom in it, as opposed to it's just knocking you out.
Cora.
Like, as
please
soon as her
don't take-
stomach starts feeling funky and like she starts getting all dizzy, it's the cat screech. Like just immediate panic mode. Just
Please don't think me cold. And then I turn on the camera.
nothing.
You'll hear like. "Please go." It's like he's speaking
Everything's
whale,
slow as shit. No successes.
and you will just pass the fuck out. Like you are done.
We will
Hits the floor.
take her, throw her over the shoulder like a sack of potatoes, and then put her on one of the beds, sending a text message to the group with details on what's happening, why happening. Oh no.
Oh no.
But we
Ow, my
hook-
face!
Meanwhile, I mean, if you're just
On the
bashing each
camera.
other,
Oh my god, I just realized. You're
the
getting
camera's gonna be a
evidence so
bit
that you
weird.
can show what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, you're a genius.
it's fuzzy,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll be able to see like you falling over and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm just going to assume that you guys are going back and forth, beating each other. It's just going to be causing bashing
No,
damage,
she's
which you
human.
recover.
Teach him.
You recover it pretty much every other round anyway, so you're
I
good.
do get one pot shot off just before he's expecting anything, just for
Fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
Professors do not, but be nice.
Nice and considerate, right?
I think
She could have
Sass-
killed.
I think Sass is taking it out on lime. That's like what I think it's happening here. Let's be honest, everyone wants to punch lime in the face.
Uh,
Not
Father
everybody, because
Greene.
if I did, I would have done it already.
If I wanted to, I would have done it when last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Just saying.
2 hours will
Oh, You'll
pass,
see me soon.
and there will be little to no reaction from Cora
Oh, she did.
before her eyes will slowly kind of flutter open. And Cora, you are gonna feel woozy,
It-
and you're gonna feel really, really bad. Like for a little bit. I can't remember the exact amount of time it takes for you to recover lethal damage, but that's a thing. We'll figure that out quickly.
Already searching.
It is in the book. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it might be
okay,
a couple
I'm
of
already looking.
days. But yeah, it's going to take you like maybe an hour to kind of slowly recover your senses, but you are still like feeling the effects of it. Father Greene, you've been basically observing her for this point.
Yes.
It's pretty obvious kind of that these are designed to knock out vampires. Like, that's the purpose. But not necessarily be consumed by vampires directly in that sense. Like, it's more likely... in fact, give me a...
We're going to have samples of her blood.
Yeah, well... you can give me int or wits plus... medicine, science, or theorizing, so like academics would also potentially work. And crafts is...
But not occult.
No. Occult wouldn't quite do it.
Okay, so we'll go with medicine.
You've got your team as well, you can add those on.
Okay.
And you've been making
Well,
observations, add another one on for that.
Thank you. I've only got so much willpower left, so I'm going to save that. 2 successes.
Okay. You theorize from your observations what's happened that the result is somewhat the same. Perhaps a little bit more violent than you would have expected. Probable reasons for this would be like, you would, if you're wanting to trap someone of the kindred nature, and it was obvious that they were interested essentially in having a snack, you could pop one of these before the feed so that your blood was infused, so that they would then take the effects of it through the feed as opposed to popping a pill.
But it does indeed work its way out of the system fairly quickly, 15 minutes or so, you said?
So, yeah, you'd have to pop the pill within a very short window to be able to have the desired effects. But obviously ingesting it directly as a vampire is
Right.
extra owie.
So it's not like they can do like a max COVID vaccination and everyone's now permanently anti-vamped.
Not yet.
They're trying.
That might definitely be the goal. Like, what better way to protect yourself as a human
Hepatitis V.
than to literally
I
make
do-
yourself toxic to be fed upon? Like,
I do wonder what harm caused to her during the effects would it cause.
I am documenting as much as I can. I will, because Wulfgang seems to be our go-between when it comes down to the high rollers. I'm going to send a data packet to him, not over the text messaging, but I'm going to hand the driver a USB stick.
Okay.
And please deliver this to Wulfgang. I don't know. I don't think he... Are you still on site? If not, I'll just hand deliver that.
he went back home to the new mansion.
Okay.
I'm at home.
I'm going to send her with a USB stick to hand deliver that to him. Because he's the one that knows people and who would need to know such
He's
things.
the face.
Yes.
It's
That's the word
data.
I was looking for.
Yeah.
And a group text message basically saying, "Don't if you suspect a Valkyrie, don't feed on them."
Oh.
But thinking about it, that would be kind of fitting with how they've potentially been taking people, right? Meeting people.
Very much so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's basically the ultimate vampire honey trap.
How dare they?
Well, I mean, but also there's all kinds of other fucking applications for something like this.
Do you
We-
think
yeah.
the kindred that are
We can
missing
use
have
it.
fed on Vamp and Valkyrie?
I mean, well, that's actually another very good question. Is this a water-soluble product?
In its current form, no, but if they could figure out how to weaponize it, it could, yes, you're right, be very, very...
Yeah, because to be honest with you, if it's water soluble, they don't have to do anything special. They just got to go and here's a free
water.
keg.
Just put it in the water supply, right? Like,
yeah, water supply. Here's a free keg. Have it.
They could spike wines with it.
I mean, this is a major, major situation. Because
the thing only being active for 15 minutes is probably what's the major stickling point from weaponizing it into, you know, night bullets and things like that.
Well, I mean, they can do night bullets. I mean, this stuff is in the bloodstream, correct? So I mix it with blood, I put it in a syringe, and I dart somebody like they're a fucking giraffe. So a clever person can utilize this as a massively powerful weapon.
So I have to spend Vitae to heal. I can't just get it off of time.
Okay.
Do you need Vitae?
2 Vitae.
Yep.
I can provide it for you, but you cannot feed from me again for a month, because I do not want to bond you. I want you to be a free, willing person. Is that acceptable?
Apparently, free will is a bad idea.
You had a moment of decision. It's not a bad thing. We learned a lot. You did a very brave thing. Silly, but brave.
You're allowed to say stupid.
We'll just say that you probably need to take it to confession.
I had him so bad.
Mm-hmm. And your penance will be to feed a couple stray cats.
Oh.
To feed or feed on?
Feed.
Just to be clear.
to feed
vegan
to
diet.
Respectfully, Father, shove your penance. I'm Greek Orthodox.
I do. Right into your face. Come on. Let's get you up.
Yup.
It hurts to move. Like,
Oh.
every
sucks.
movement, step will send your nerves like into the most aggressive pins and needles you've ever had. Like, it's painful. It will pass, but yeah, this stuff has just permeated your system.
Worst trip ever.
All right. So with painting started, drugs taken, bashings delivered. Have you two worked it out?
I think by now, yeah.
Okay. I think that would be a good spot to put a pin in things for today's shenanigans. All right. Cool. Have a think about who you would like to give the session beat to today. Chat, you feel free to do the same. Remember, it only counts when you put it in the comments below, not the chat that's active when the video is live. So it only counts in the comments. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. We will be back on Friday for some more Out of the Abyss shenanigans. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for hanging out with us in the chat. As always, it's very, very much appreciated. That's it for tonight. We'll be back on Friday. Until then, please do take it easy. And as always, if it's easy, take it twice. Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.